Hello friends, welcome to this lecture. In this class, we'll be discussing about linearly independent set. In the last class, we show that element V bar is linearly independent on the rest of the element if we can write V bar as a linear combination of the other elements, right? One question arises over there. If I give you any set, any random k elements from any random vector space, and I ask you the question, will my 0 bar linearly dependent on any set that I give? That means, will my 0 bar is a linear combination of the any set that I give? Right? What will be your answer? Is 0 linearly dependent on any elements that you give me? The answer is yes. Since you can choose the coefficients to be real number 0, that means you can write your 0 bar is same as 0 times v1 bar plus dot 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 plus 0 times vk bar, right? So we know that my 0 bar is always linearly dependent on any given set. But if this thing happens non-trivially in the sense, if you can reach till 0 bar, means you write 0 bar is equal to alpha 1 v1 bar plus dot 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 alpha k vk bar, where the alphas, not all of them are 0, then something special happens, and that is nothing but our topic, that is linearly dependent set. Let's see the definition. Given any set containing k element v1 bar v2 bar till vk bar is said to be linearly dependent set if there exists some scalars alpha 1, alpha 2 to alpha k inside real numbers such that not all of them are 0. Means there exists at least one of the alpha I which is not equal to 0. But when you make the linear combination, that is alpha 1 v1 bar plus alpha 2 v2 bar dot 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 alpha k vk bar, your answer is coming out to be 0. That means we are trying to say in some non-trivial way, if you can make till 0 bar, then the given set is said to be linearly dependent set. Correct? Okay. So this is nothing, in simple word I say, if there exists some non-trivial way to reach till 0 bar, then the given set is said to be linearly dependent set. Let us revise this once. So we say that the given set is linearly dependent if there exists some real numbers alphas such that not all of them are 0. But you make the linear combination, your answer is going to be 0 bar. Okay? So with this definition, we are going to connect this definition to the definition of the previous lecture. In the previous class, we know that an element is linearly dependent on the set. Today we are learning the definition of linearly dependent set only. Okay? So let us just combine this together. So we say this, a set is said to be linearly dependent if and only if there exists an element from that set which is linearly dependent on rest of the elements. Getting the point? So so we see that we give a set v1 bar, v2 bar, vk bar is said to be linearly dependent if and only if there exists some element, say vi bar, which is linearly dependent on the rest of the element. That is what our theorem is, right? So let us just prove in that sense, one sense, that is, I assume that given set is linearly dependent. That means there exists some scalars such that not all of them are 0, but still while making a linear combination, my answer is coming out to be 0 bar, right? So suppose my answer is coming out to be 0 bar, where not all of them are 0, that means there exists at least one. Let my alpha I is not equal to 0. If my alpha I is not equal to 0, what we do is, we just take that alpha I vi bar on the other side, it becomes minus alpha I vi bar. Then we take that minus alpha I to the denominator. We can divide it since it is not equal to 0, right? So I just directly wrote that step, and we see that I can write my vi bar as a linear combination of the rest of the element. Correct? So this is nothing but the one way of the theorem. Let's see the other way. That means if there exists an element which is a linear combination of rest of the element, then my set must be linearly dependent. Means there exists a non-trivial way to reach 0 bar. That is something which we want to prove. Okay. So suppose I assume that my Vi bar is nothing but written as a linear combinations of V1 bar, V2 bar, Vi minus 1 bar, Vi plus 1 bar till Vk bar. Correct? With the coefficients to be Bi's. Like this way. Now what we do is we just take this Vi bar onto the other side, and the coefficients of Vi bar, let it be Bi. We know it is minus 1, let that denoted by Bi. Then you will see on that side remain as 0 bar. That means ultimately you show that you made some combination, you made some linear combination to reach 0 bar. And how can you guarantee me that the Bi's are not equal to 0? We know that Bi is minus 1, which is not equal to 0. Means I was able to find out a non-trivial way to reach 0 bar using V1 bar, V2 bar till Vk bar. That means my set is linearly dependent set. Correct? So in this way we connect both the things. In the next class, we will be discussing some example. I will give you 3 examples and 1 I will solve. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Share it with your friend and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.